going into elite ball knowledge, we've got two new teams, two random years, and we're gonna get into it. I started last time, so Lee, why don't you kick us off this time?
All right. So wrote this a couple days ago, so I might be all over the place in my notes. So I might bring something up and then come back to it in a little bit. But I have the 2011 Washington Wizards. 2011 Washington Wizards. Let me try again. 2011 Washington Wizards went 23 and 59, scoring 97.3 points per game, which was 29th in the league. And they were a very young team. They had head coach Flip Saunders, and then the one that was supposed to carry them all the way, rookie John Wall. So this was kind of a rebuild year. They weren't supposed to do good, but they were just trying to get the guys some minutes. You know they're not going to do great because the following year they get Bradley Beal. But so they had a starting lineup of John Wall, who had just about 17 points per game, 8 assists. Nick Young, who has the very infamous meme of him on the Lakers, 17.4 points per game. Rashard Lewis at small forward, 11 points per game and 5 rebounds per game. Power forward Andre Bloch, I'm gonna stick with that, with 17 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, and then center JaVale McGee, who was young at the time.
JaVale
Yeah, a
McGee.
young JaVale McGee with 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2.5 blocks per game.
Whew.
So very sneaky defensive guy. So that year, they drafted John Wall, number one, out of Kentucky, who immediately becomes the franchise centerpiece for a rebuild. He went second in Rookie of the Year voting behind who?
Oh, this would have been no wait, don't 2000. This would have been Kyrie, wouldn't it? This is Kyrie's year. No, no,
No,
no,
this
no,
would be
no.
they would be the 2010 rookies. Like
2010
this is
rookies. Okay. Oh, 2010.
we have the same hair, me and him. Well, not same hair color, different melanin, but same hair.
2010. Is this?
His name his
Is
name
this?
rhymes with uh Lake Iffin.
Oh, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin,
Oh,
my
he
brother
was
from
injured
another
his
mother.
first year. That's why. Okay.
But the 2011 Washington Wizards had an all right bench in young Jordan Crawford, or maybe not young. I wrote young, but I don't think that's true. Jordan Crawford, and really old Gilbert Arenas, and then your boy Mike Bibby. So
Baby, let's go.
some fun facts about this team is that it was a young team learning from its vets in Jamal Crawford, Gilbert Arenas, and Mike Bibby. So that's pretty much what the bench was for.
Mhm.
Even though Gilbert Arenas did get traded towards the mid-season, end of season for Rashard Lewis, who ended up becoming their starting small forward. They had young offensive talent, which was very flashy, very great. They just sucked at defense beyond JaVale McGee. Benjamin Clemens.
All right, I have a fun fact about Gilbert Arenas on that Wizards team. Did you know?
Your fun fact.
Did you know that there were some players that Gilbert Arenas would refuse to talk to if they didn't make a certain amount of money?
They didn't. Holy
He
ego.
wouldn't.
What
He
is that
wouldn't.
about?
He wouldn't talk to players. I think it was like if they made less than 10 million. And if they had something to tell him, he would say, "Tell one of the other players that makes that money, and then they'll tell it to me."
Okay, so where I wrote young team learning from vets, I should have wrote fuck Gilbert Arenas and his and his egotistic petty ass. But this was the beginning of the John Wall era. Team was very inconsistent. Like they had great offensive nights, but they also had shit offensive nights, and every night was a shit defensive night, except for JaVale McGee, who was averaging 2.5 blocks per game, and I want to say a half a steal, so he was averaging 3 stocks. Um, Next year they did pick up Bradley Beal, and then there was nothing much about this team other than they just are not even arguably they objectively sucked. They had some flashy moments behind John Wall and Nick Young, but other than that, they were just you just knew they were tanking for the because they were going for the rebuild. What's so funny?
They are objectively bad at basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
just they just were a young team. They were in the middle of a rebuild. You knew they were trying to go for a top five pick next year. But I want to give you some little what was going on in the rest of the NBA. So the champions that year were the Dallas Mavericks in a 4-2 against Miami with Dirk Nowitzki as the Finals MVP.
Mhm.
This was the MVP of Derrick Rose, the youngest rookie MVP of all time. I keep saying rookie. I keep doing it.
You too.
I'm such a chud. The youngest MVP of all time. He was not a rookie.
He was not a
But
rookie. How dare
the
you?
defensive player,
Fuck you.
yeah, Mm. Defensive player of the year in Dwight Howard. The sixth man of the year was Lamar Odom. Fun fact.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Most improved player was Kevin Love of the time at the time
Oh,
the
yeah,
Minnesota Timberwolves.
because he was
And
balling
then the
out.
coach of the year was Tom Thibodeau, former Knicks head coach, who at the time was coaching the Chicago Bulls. And then the
Mm.
All NBA team was Derrick Rose, Kobe Bryant. I wrote on my notes LeBron, but LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Dwight Howard. And that
LeBron
is all I have
James.
on the 2011 Washington Wizards.
That was awesome. Loved that. uh,
LeBron. I wonder how
LeBron
close I
James.
can see that. LeBron. Boom,
LeBron
boom, boom,
James.
boom.
All right.
Uh,
Well, thank you, Lee. Thank you. Love learning about the
I honestly
Wizards.
forgot what team you got, so I'm kind of excited to see.
Okay, so had to respin mine like three times because my team didn't exist before 1980s, and I got Lee. Oh, okay.
I dropped my pen.
Just all right. I got the 2001 Timberwolves, and
I do remember this.
this was actually a really fun team for me to learn about. So they had a record of 47 and 35. Their coach was also Flip Sanders.
What the
He,
fuck?
I know,
Full circle moment.
he coached the Timberwolves for 10 seasons after replacing Bill Blair. He after taking over led the team to their first ever winning record. So this season is the first time they ever went above 500. His best season was 2004 with a record of 58 and 24. He coached the Pistons for 3 years, then coached the Wizards for 3 years, and then coached one final year with the Wolves after a 3 year hiatus.
Oh wow.
Their starting five was Terrell Brandon at point guard, Anthony Peeler, Wally Zerbiak, Kevin Garnett, and Rasho Nesterovic. So,
What a name.
what a name. So,
It's a
little
strong European name.
I know they got a few of those guys on this team. So, a little bit of info about them. This is their 12th year in the NBA, like as an actual team. I think they started in 1989. Uh, and actually, one of their players ended up passing away in the offseason, Malik Seasley, who they had to quickly try and change things up where they signed Chauncey Billups and LaFonso Ellis. And we're also involved in an extreme controversy similar to the one that we have right now with Kawhi Leonard. One of their free agent signings, Joe Smith, they kept under the radar, like it was a secret free agent signing they did. Go ahead.
Speaking of death in the off season, rest in peace his soul, but did you know that Brandon Clark's cause of death was revealed not too long ago?
I did not know that. Hold on, pause. Rope
Yeah,
me in.
rest his soul. I
Yeah,
do no disrespect on the man's name. I actually really liked him playing in Memphis.
he was great.
It was
Love
an
Brendan Clark.
it was an accidental overdose on heroin and cocaine.
Oh, that's always a shame.
Yeah, hate to see it.
No, rest in
Rest in
peace
peace.
to
But
Brandon Clark.
yeah,
But yeah, no, that's a real tragedy. But back to elite ball knowledge now. But had to pay our respects. Moment of peace for him.
I have to say it now, or else it's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I thought you were about to say "Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka" or something along those lines, and I was about to be like, "Man, no!"
Have some
But
respect. That man's
I
dead.
know. Rest in peace, Brandon Clark. All love to you and your family.
Yeah,
All right, but continue.
yeah. All right, sorry. Important business. Uh,
Lord
s-
business.
but yeah. So as I was saying, they were involved in a controversy with Joe Smith where they secretly signed him, and the Wolves were stripped of their first round picks for the next 5 seasons, including this one, where this year they drafted Igor Rakasevich with the 51st pick. And this year, with their record of 47 and 35, they ended up being the eighth seed, but which makes them in the playoffs because play-in didn't exist yet. And but they ended up losing in the first round. I think it was a clean sweep.
Ah, you know what
So,
team?
oh, that if that's 2001, they were the eighth seed. I think that was to the Lakers. If the Lakers were the first seed, because that was the second ring in the Lakers three-peat.
Okay, gotcha.
So couple of key role players. I decided to go a little bit harder on the key role players this time around. So
Mhm.
mentioned his name earlier, LaFonso Ellis. So in this year, he averaged 9 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal, and was third in Six Man of the Year.
Okay.
For his career, he played 11 seasons total, averaged about 12 points, 6 rebounds, and a block. And his longest tenure was with the Denver Nuggets, where he played 6 seasons. His best season was in 1997 with the Nuggets, where he averaged 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.5 stocks per game. So absolutely
Okay.
balled out. But he retired in 2003 with the Timberwolves, I believe.
Mhm.
So that's LaFonso. And to this next guy, Sam Mitchell. Drafted in 1985, but he did not play until 1989. He played in the CBA. And then he debuted with the Timberwolves. Now, in this year he played in 2001, he averaged 4 points and 1 rebound. Over his career, he played 13 years, averaged 9, 4, and 1. His longest tenure was with the Timberwolves, where he played 10 total seasons, so most of his career. And his best year was with the Timberwolves in 1991, where he averaged 15 points, 6 boards, and 2 assists. Where and in this one he played 3 years with the Timberwolves, and then he went and played with the Pacers from '92 to '95, and then came back and finished out the rest of his career with the Timberwolves.